See? You hear?
You don't have to go home, but you can't not go home.
I don't hear.
I just remembered that we don't have the fade in anymore because we're on a different encoder. Okay. Well, at any rate,
everything else is still here. The ghosts.
The ghosts are still haunting the room. There's still a skeleton dancing on our chat box.
Little ghosty babies. The handsome boy.
Yeah. Well,
this is important.
Alright, well, welcome back everyone to the Witching Hour Filler Podcast. I'm your host for the evening, Riseofevillink. I'm joined by SpongeBoy.
Hello.
Corrupt Starshade.
Have you ever heard of free online encyclopedia that anyone
God damn it.
Don't worry, I'll stop.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I actually like it. So, and BillyStien or Steen.
I don't know how to greet people.
Nice.
Everyone, don't donate to OnlyFans. Donate to WikiPed.
Donate to Wikipedia, the online free encyclopedia that anyone can edit.
Yeah, Wikipedia, the free online encyclopedia that anyone can edit.
That's by Wikipedia.
I just learned how to say things really fast.
Only true gamers sponsor Wikipedia.
No, we won't, because we're not actually sponsored by Wikipedia, and
we won't get sued. This is free advertising.
Free advertising. That being said, anybody who doesn't know what Wikipedia is at this point in the internet game what the hell are they doing?
I don't know.
Oh,
too late for you.
Too late for you. Okay. I was actually a little bit lazy and I didn't bring up what the question of today is. I did the clones last time, right?
Yeah, we did the clones one.
Yeah. Let's do this one. If you were in a witness protection program, what would be your name and where would you go?
I can't say that though. Witness protection program.
It's a terrible question. What if I do go into witness protection?
My name will not be Blurfty Schmurf, and I will not be living in Antarctica.
Alright.
That is all.
I think that's as good as an answer we're gonna get from SpongeBoy. BillyStien, do you have an answer?
Good.
No, I don't.
Next question.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
You don't have an answer?
Starshade?
No.
No. Okay. By the way, something I'm gonna start doing from now on is I'm gonna start trying to use our usernames in these, even though it doesn't really matter too much, but still it makes it at least easier because I have our usernames on the static page instead of our actual names. So, helps connect voices to the avatar. Who are you? What are you doing here?
4 elements.
Not that avatar. I mean avatar, as in the divine spirit.
As in the Bloomin'.
The Bloomin'? Oh.
Yeah.
The Bloomin' group.
Command Z. Let's go back. Undo.
We've gone too far.
Wait, man, that means you're an Apple user. I only use Air.
Well,
I only use banane.
I'm sorry.
Carly did.
I mean, I use both freely. All right, don't sue me.
I use
freedom.
Freedom.
I use iPair in the Nickelodeon shows with iPair.
Yeah, but in GTA it's iFlow.
I like how both both South Park and Drake and Josh, when the GameCube came out, they both were like GameSphere.
GameSphere. It's not a cube, it's a sphere. Vertical.
Why not the game pyramid?
And then South Park became so big that they didn't have to give two shits.
Simpsons did it.
Simpsons did it. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. I didn't
Become a
even.
popular show.
Yo,
The
we
Simpsons
kind of
did
jumped
that.
into things, but I totally forgot like my usual spiel about being like podcast that tries to take up as much of your time. But you know what? Forget it. I'm a little bit on a lazy day right now, and I'm not fully here.
That's fair. I'm actually probably very full here.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm also
I-
working.
I have never been here. I shall never exist in this realm. Goodbye.
It's your first day.
friends.
We get it.
Yeah. he's new here. Don't
I
Down the
don't
hall,
need-
first door on your right is your office. Wait,
Mhm.
this is a bathroom. Yes, that is your office.
best office
There.
That
because
is,
I don't
that
have
is
to
the Oval Office.
Yeah, I mean,
What is the square?
don't touch the cauldron. That is not allowed. The cauldron can only be
Oh,
touched.
I'm gonna climb inside the cauldron,
Well, it's okay. It's empty right now. Just don't do it while it's active.
filling it
Well, currently there's
full of mustard.
there's a ghost that is eternally dying on the cauldron. So we don't want to release the spirit. So just don't touch it.
He's just vibing though.
What is that one guy over on the left side of the room? He's quite handsome.
What is that old McDonald? Did he have a
Oh my
farm?
god. Mm.
He's kind of
Won't
just
say his
dancing.
name.
Yeah. See, this is like we're not even 9 minutes into this, and we're already talking gibberish. I love it so far.
That's good. That's
Talking
good.
about our sweet boys that we have decorated. the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're a handsome boy.
Boy number one. Boy number toy. Toy is a number
Boy
now,
number
by the way.
toy.
Toy is a number. Okay. I mean, I might want
It
to.
goes 1, toy, 2, 3.
Fair
Oh,
enough.
I don't like this.
Fair enough.
So 1 plus 1 is now toy.
Jeez. Okay, so it's been a little whiles. Any new updates from you guys on your guys' lives? Anything new going on? Or any
Pretty
new
much zero
games or
good.
anime or manga or something you've picked up? TV show?
I was gonna start playing Danganronpa today because I was installing it while I was sleeping last night. But while I was sleeping, internet just decided, I'm gonna go out for the entire night.
Oh
so
my
it didn't
gosh.
Download.
Oh, that
Dude,
sucks.
Yeah,
I
so
don't-
I'm
guess
out night now.
I guess you picked the wrong choice. You should have done You, Me, and Her a love story.
Yes, definitely. So I kind of just played Battlefront 2, EA, and the Attack on Titan 2 game a bit more.
Okay. I hate both of those choices, but I'm forced to respect them.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, I actually do kind of like the actual gameplay of 2EA. It's actually really good.
Yeah.
I won't suggest it to like anybody, like at all.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not financially supporting EA for the rest of my life.
Same
So-
with the Attack on Titan 2 game. I won't like absolutely like beg and plead everyone play this game. Just like,
Hmm.
nah, I like it.
I like it.
I'm not even gonna remotely suggest it to people.
Yeah. I mean, anyone else got anything new?
Finished
I
after
started.
Sakura.
Nice.
Nice.
It was pretty good. I recommend it.
Yeah. Anything you want to expand on that, or just it was pretty good?
I mean, it was pretty good.
All right.
TN says it's pretty
It's like
good.
if you
Gives it a
if you like
4 out of
magical girl
5.
animes, it's a pretty good one.
Fair enough. BillyStien, or BillyStien, or just Billy, or maybe just
Is
Steen.
Kill Bill a magical girl
Yes.
anime?
BS.
Started watching Legend of Korra. Whatever.
Okay, I also have mixed opinions about that, but way to go.
I
It
am
exists.
not. I'm not enjoying it so far.
I don't
It's
blame you.
it's mixed. I mean, to be honest, Legend of
don't-
Korra definitely has like some good parts to it that happen like real later. Like it's a rocky start and it's a rocky all the way through. I think what kind of holds me back from liking Legend of Korra is just all the teen drama. Like it's seriously like I don't watch shonen animus that are technically American action
I'm
cartoons
Well,
for
I'm going
holds
to
me-
guess-
teen drama.
what holds me back on that is that the fact that there was supposed to be a book 4 for Avatar, but it got canceled due to how terribly the M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah, I mean,
nobody hates Avatar. We just hate the movie.
yeah,
I I'm going
Needless
to
to say, the
I-
beast is stunned.
yeah.
going to assume we've all seen a little bit of it.
I
No.
saw it all.
I've saw it all.
All right. You know this scene in which I don't really
The
care.
scene in which the guy does the thing, right?
So Korra gets locked in a big metal box,
The
Mhm.
girl does the thing.
like into like a snow, a lot of snow. She escapes from said metal box and then literally passes out in the snow. Gets carried back by her polar bear dog thing.
Her spirit animal, whatever.
Yeah.
She
I
gets
love
back
Naga.
and
Not Appa. Nappa.
they
It's
find
close,
her.
actually, it's Naga.
They find her. They find her passed out on her polar bear dog. Like clearly just went through some stuff.
Mhm.
And everybody,
Thick in her mouth.
yeah, and like everybody, everybody's like, oh my. Basically, they were all just very happy that they found her. One of the characters was like, they picked her up, brought her to the Sky Bison, and Richie Rich Lady gets super mad. Like, no, they almost died. You can't be mad.
Yeah. Also, another thing I don't like about Legend of Korra is like they literally try and go for like how badly can we traumatize Korra as a character? Like it's like no, you don't need to keep on pushing her mental psyche to a point of breaking and then reforming over and over
How about I
again.
do anyway?
Exactly. It's like just no, we don't need to see Korra like completely having a mental breakdown after every single fucking
Yeah.
villain she fights. It is
Not
One of
fun
the main
to
problems
watch.
with Korra's pacing was the fact that every season was supposed to be the last.
that's also
Yeah.
true.
Except for
They
the
would-
first one.
You know
No.
what
The first one
too?
was supposed to be. It was supposed to be like,
Yeah.
here's the new Avatar, here's what's happening. Hey,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. Whee!
Yeah,
Here
and
we are in the future.
And
Yeah.
it's bad.
and you can tell they haven't really thought that far through because like when it comes to the main villain of season 1, like his identity which they were building up to being like who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Oh, it's just some random guy you never met. And it's like that's not how you
Right.
build up a villain at all. Like
Yeah.
all of the tension's gone from that. Like if you want to like
what is
build up
that?
all these people, it'd be like who's the villain gonna be? I don't know. And then be
Wow,
like,
look, nothing.
yeah, you know all that suspense we were building up? Yeah, no, it's gone. And you were a fool to
Yeah.
ever try and, feel suspense for that.
The reason Ozai was so because we kept hearing about him the whole time.
Well,
And we
Mhm.
never saw his face, not until all the way up into season 3.
well, and he also wasn't like a big mystery villain that you were trying to solve either. You knew exactly who Ozai was from the outset. They told you exactly who he was. They told you what his deal was. Anon was literally like hiding behind a mask, and they were trying to be like, who's behind the mask? And then,
Anonymous. Ooh.
and then it's like, no, no one's behind the mask. I mean, someone is behind the mask, but it's just some random guy who learned chi blocking. So,
From bloodbending, which I think was a cool
Bloodbending.
idea, but like I get they're going for the like, oh look, even the waterbenders can be bad guys, but it's like Yeah.
I mean, Legend of Korra already did that way better with I forget her face, but the Blood Witch.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she was
Hama?
Hama. Yeah, she was a pretty totally wrecked character, but I still liked her better than I would like any other. I mean, and they have done trying to build up water benders as like evil villains. Like, remember the anti-Avatar? Anyone remember the anti-Avatar?
Avatar?
I
Ah,
don't want to remember the anti-Avatar. That
I
sucked.
barely do.
Yeah.
Well, I guess like the whole thing about Korra was like each season they'd have a villain that was not fire. Like they
Mhm.
had a water tribe villain, they had an air bending villain, they had an earth bending villain,
And a water type villain, and a water type villain.
and a dragon type, and a fairy type,
And a
and
ghost type.
And a ghost type. And then she was
Yeah, there
just
was.
playing
Zhao was
Pokemon.
there. Zhao was there in one scene. I thought that was pretty cool. I liked that callback.
Yeah.
Because
I
like
like
Zhao Gul.
I
The
like the
spirit
fact
world,
that
obviously.
you know, yeah, and there was a couple things that was pretty cool. But and that's what I was saying. Like Korra is something I have mixed feelings about because, for the most part, like the overall story, I feel like is just absolute not the best writing I've ever seen. Like I might have liked it if it was removed from the setting of Avatar, but the fact that it
Yeah.
wasn't definitely spoiled it. And but there's still like some good parts to it that I can't be like, oh, this was all terrible. Because I liked seeing Old Lady Toph. I liked seeing, you know, but
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember his name, but I'm not remembering his name. Was that his brother? The uncle. Iroh. Yeah, I love seeing like
Yeah.
Iroh just like kicking it in the spirit world, having a good time.
Yeah.
That was a
such
really good
a good-
callback.
Yeah.
Like he was just in the spirit world, just chilling as a guy. Because he
Yeah.
was so nice.
Hmm. Yeah.
He's
Or
just
like.
there to be like,
Mhm.
oh hey, what's up? It's me.
Yeah.
You want tea?
Me want tea.
One tea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you like to play Lotus game? We can play Lotus Gom.
The pie show.
I forgot the name of it. Yeah, but
I remember
anyways,
everything.
Legend of Korra, very mixed feelings.
I don't like the. I don't like.
Yeah,
Much rather be watching Avatar.
yeah, exactly. I feel like
Water triangle
that's
nonsense
the
did
truism.
really hinder the first season.
just
I was
want
like,
them
I
to
don't
animate.
want a love triangle. You could have not done this.
Yeah,
You could have
I
snapped
don't
rubbish.
want a mentally traumatized protagonist that's like gets more traumatized as the show goes on. That's
Can they just animate the comic arcs, please?
Yeah,
I
love
know.
the comic art.
Oh my gosh, I love
love
the
those.
comics. Yeah.
Can they just
so
make
good.
can they just make a series based on the one comics of them finding Zuko's mother and finding out that
Yeah, like
Zuko and
that.
Azula have a little half sister who's like adorable?
Yeah,
The Search, yeah, that's a great one.
or the comic of with the Toph getting like pupils and stuff and like becoming a metal bending teacher. Like that one. Yeah.
What about the one where there's a city of like vendors trying to keep out all the non?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about that one? Which I guess was what inspired Korra, probably.
Bender.
Yeah, I mean, also Legend of Korra like always stuck really hard to like the bender non-bender thing, which again, like I'm not hitting on Korra for that one. Like that one makes sense as a problem to have coming up, especially since it was being built up in the comics anyways, and
Oh yeah.
like it makes sense because we were already seeing in like Avatar: The Last Airbender that the the bending population was going down. Like we were having a lot more non-benders than we were having benders.
Yeah, because the water tribe, the southern water tribe, had no benders.
They
The
had no
northern water
benders.
tribe stayed up where it was. Air
And
nomads almost all the way gone.
yeah,
Earth benders were getting oppressed because the Fire Nation was going after them next, or they were being the Daili. And firebenders were just like get in the army, and then they would just die.
yeah.
So
So, I mean, it makes sense, like, benders dying out, and, like, I can even imagine, like, quite a few people maybe being benders, but not knowing that they're a bender.
Yeah.
Like,
Because they never tried.
yeah, like, they never tried, or they just, there was no one to teach them. No one to be like, hey, have you ever tried moving Earth with your body by making kung fu moves?
Let's try and move a rock.
Let's try and move a rock. Do this one stance right now and see if a rock moves. Oh, no it didn't. You're not a bender. Bye. Suck.
Sorry.
So,
Sucks to be you.
yeah, so like it definitely makes sense. Anyways, moving on from Legend of Korra, and something I recently started doing is I actually just today, well, just yesterday, I finished up part 5, I believe it is, of JoJo. Golden
JoJo reference?
Golden Wind. And
I've only watched part 1.
I mean, Phantom Blood is really nice. A lot of people say that Phantom Blood is kind of the low point. I forget.
Also, really like Phantom Blood.
I actually really loved Phantom Blood. I loved Phantom Blood, and I loved the arc after Phantom Blood. I forget the name of it. What part 2 is called.
Part 2, Boogaloo.
Yeah, part 2, Boogaloo. Like, I really liked the hormone system, and I really did like that part of JoJo, but it's like, part 3 onwards, they're like, what's hormone? Can I eat that? What does it smell like? No, I don't need hormone. I have weird person that stands behind me. It's almost like a persona.
That's called a stand, get it?
Yeah.
Part 2 called Battle Tendency.
Battle Tendency. I mean, that makes sense, because there's Nitsies in there. Not only is there's Nitsies, there's Nitsie as like a supporting cast character. Thank you very much, Coin Corgi, for your follow. That was loud in my ears, but thank you very much. Yeah, so it is like, Battle Tendencies is definitely a weird one, but I really did enjoy Battle Tendencies, especially since, like, they had, he had to wear that mask that taught him how to breathe in a specific way so he can use his hormone better. And then part 3 is like, hormone out the way. Now we're gonna start with edgy teenager who arrested himself in jail because he has random phantom punching powers. So, like, literally, like, I don't want to spoil this, and this isn't really a major spoiler, but part 5, or not part 5, part 3 literally starts out with Jotaro, like, in jail because he did not feel safe being around other humans because he was phantomly punching stuff.
At least he was responsible about it.
I mean, yeah, no, he was very responsible about it, and then, and, like, so part 3, I definitely, like, have personal issues with. I didn't like the direction that went, but at the same time, I also didn't like the Battle of the Week style that went with part 3, because it was like, we're gonna travel around the world and meet new stand users and do things, and it's like, you don't have to do this right now, you could just become, a person and just go fight Dio. I don't fucking care about this fight. Just go fight Dio. That's all that matters here. That being said, part 3 does have one of my favorite memes for or just for the entire JoJo series, where I think it's Polnareff or whatever his name is, the dude with the white hair and weird haircut. Well, I guess all of them have weird haircuts, but the dude with white hair, with his stand is Silver Chariot. That's all I remember. Where he's like, okay, I'm going to fight enemy and I am going to lose. So what should I do? And like he brings up this multiple choice questionnaire on the screen. He's like, A, do nothing and run away. B, fight and fail spectacularly, and D, heroically save the day. And it's like, I'm not giving it justice, and also I haven't seen it in a long time, but it's still like one of my favorite things. That and just somebody disguising themselves, I think, as Jotaro, and then like having to flip 3 cigarettes into the back of their mouth because that's apparently a skill Jotaro has, and they want to see him do it. But the dude doesn't know how to do it because he's not the dude.
Yeah, he's not
So I mean, part 3 definitely has its up points, but it's definitely like a slogfest. Like I don't think the first half of it is even necessary to watch, in my own opinion. And then part 4, I actually really do love part 4, except there's one dude who just has the ability to tear and reforge space, and then he forgets that that's his superpower, and then his power just becomes terrain destruction, when his power literally was like not terrain destruction. But then I just finished part 5, and like all I really have to say about part 5 is Gold Experience Requiem is bullshit. 100% bullshit. It is, my god. I don't know if you guys have seen Golden Wind or read Golden Wind, but it is, Gold Experience Requiem is just the most overpowered thing like I have ever seen.
Much JoJo, so
yeah. I mean, here's what Gold Experience Requiem's superpower is. His superpower is that he turns everything to 0. Like, everything to a state of nothingness. Yeah, and I don't even, because I know SpongeBoy is watching JoJo, at least very slowly, at his own pace. And I don't know if you're going to continue doing that, but I don't want to spoil what exactly happens. But essentially, like, we'll just say he makes it so that somebody is just in infinite death loop, and because their death keeps on being set to 0, and then they like come back and they're trying to not die, and then they die. So there's that. I mean, and there's no anime yet. Yeah, and there's
value set 0.
Yeah. And there's no anime yet for Stone Ocean, but considering like I'm kind of hooked on JoJo at the moment, like I really just want to have more JoJo material. I've started reading the manga, so I've started reading Stone Ocean recently, and that's an experience. Honestly, I have to say like this is probably like the first time a protagonist has actually had a unique ability besides just phantom punching. I mean, to be fair, all of them have powers outside of phantom punching. I mean, Star Platinum has time freeze. I forget what the Diamond Unbreakable's protagonist thing is called, but he has the ability to repair everything. And Golden Wind, he can give stuff life. But I mean, Stone Ocean, Jolene literally just becomes string. Just string is her.
Like, watch this string.
Just string. I mean, granted, she can like hear stuff from the string and like manipulate it at weird will, but it's literally just string. It is.
Yes, watch this. Becomes rope.
Becomes
rope.
rope.
Become underscore string.
Become underscore string. Yeah. So I mean, there's
transform underscore.
Yeah. So that's what I'm going through. I mean, I'm kind of like am excited for it because I do know. I think it's either Stone Ocean or after Stone Ocean, the next 2 JoJo parts are the same canon but different continuity, because apparently there's some sort of like universe gets rewritten bullshit that happens between Stone Ocean and later. Yeah, you know, like it does in a JoJo thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like JoJo do.
JoJo do. I actually do though enjoy JoJo. Like I will say a lot of shit things about JoJo. Like the characters are not very fully filled out. They're very one-dimensional, sometimes two-dimensional, but they're not very much beyond that. And sometimes the characters are just, you know, overreacting, or just kind of like completely change their ideologies on the fly, because sometimes they're just like, well, this is what I stand for, and then like the next fight they're just, well, actually you shouldn't do that because you should do the simple option to complete the mission. You should complete the mission, even though the person I was working with previously told me I should complete the mission, but I was like, nah, fuck that, I gotta save the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so yeah, they're changed. And the author is not very good at keeping track of like what people actually can do. Because they, like I said, they tend to like change abilities or powers, or just don't know what they fucking do on the fly. I know I'm cussing a lot, sorry, and I'm just kind of like, I'm gonna try and calm it down because we're gonna be hard on William about it. Like I need to be hard on me about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it is it is whatever it is, but it's I still enjoy it though. I can't help still enjoying it. It's just the fights are very interesting. I just have to say, because like, you know, they go into it, they explore like what the rules are for, you know, the fight. You know, they spend the time setting it up, like this is what this person's power is, like this is what their rules and limitations are, and like this is how they get out of the situation. Not always is it like that, and sometimes like that formula can get a little bit tiring because it's like, oh, first and foremost, they're being attacked by an enemy of an unknown superpower, and now we need to figure out what that superpower is, and now we figured out what that superpower is. Now let's exploit their superpower weakness, and you know, oh hey, look, I win the fight.
Ah.
Yeah.
I love Pokemon battles.
They're very much not Pokemon battles though, and that's the one thing I do have to appreciate about it. It's like they're not just I scream louder than you, so I win. They're I actually use my cunning and intuition to figure out problems. It just sucks that the author is not good enough about being intelligent or trying to intelligently figure out problems, and that's probably the main drawback. So yeah.
4 stars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That being said, like there are hard rules in play on like how the universe works, they do tend to stick to it, and so there is that. There's not just, oh, I pull stuff out of my butt and now I can do things that I was never previously stated or couldn't even be thought of. A good example is in Golden Wind. Giovanni pretty much just figures out that he can, you know, because his Stan's ability is the ability to create life, but what he can do is he can use that ability to, instead of just creating life, he can recreate, you know, body parts and then fuse that with himself, so you know he doesn't actually like die, or you know he can pretty much kind of heal his injuries, which is a logical follow through on like his ability.
Oh crap, William's right. Katie
No. Katie Vania does not happen now. I told you guys. Katie Vania happens at 1 now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've been delayed.
You've been delayed, mostly because
you've been silenced.
Mostly because like sometimes we do have a kind of like starting energy, but then once we kick into Katie Vania, like that energy dies, and then it's hard to like reignite that again. But well,
yeah, that's kind of true.
So I just want to give us 30 minutes just to kind of like hash out things, say stuff, and then we can use the last 30 minutes to just kind of close up shop.
For sure.
So
that makes sense, man.
Yeah. So I guess I didn't fully describe that to you guys. So
my stomach.
Stomach is pain. Let's talk about that.
Taco Bell.
Talk about
nachos.
Session over.
Session over.
Eat fast.
Good job, everybody.
Yeah. All right. Congrats. I forgot you were eating Taco Bell nachos. I just stuffed my face with a pork chop before we got started, so I'm good.
Good
Yeah.
job.
I ate a whole bunch of Reese's Puffs.
Peanut butter chocolate flavor.
Noise.
Double E-S, yes.
Yep.
Peanut butter chocolate flavor flav.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things I can never be, or I am always amazingly happy about is knowing how to cook. Knowing how to cook is like the best thing in the world. If there's any skill you should ever learn on Earth, it's learning how to cook food.
Or to breathe.
You don't need to learn how to breathe. Breathing is instinctual. Matter of fact, you don't even control your breathing. Breathing is controlled by a completely different part of your brain that makes it automatic and not conscious.
I can kinda beg to differ because I was not born breathing.
None of us are born breathing. That's not how that works.
No, I mean
I was
like
born stopping my breathing.
like I wasn't born breathing on my own type thing.
Like you don't come into this world breathing, and that's why like the thing in media is like a doctor slapping the butt of a baby. The reason why they do that is to like clear out the liquid in the lungs to get them to take their first breath. Like
I know, but like after that, I still wasn't breathing.
I know that's what you're getting at. When I'm just saying, like it is, you are born not breathing, but at the same time, like
I wasn't choking myself.
Once you take your first breath, breathing is instinctual from then on. You don't need to control that. Granted, like if you really focus on it and you really try, yes, you can control your breathing. But when the moment you stop focusing on it, or the moment you pass out from lack of oxygen, your breathing will happen on its own without you having control.
Yeah.
So it is 100% not a thing that is in that category. You don't need to learn how to breathe.
Or you know.
Yeah. Learning how to cook, however, very important. It's very, very important.
No, I just came out of my mother's womb frying an egg. Don't mind me.
Excuse me, Mother. Yes. You have the salt.
Mother, would you like an egg in these trying times?
Trying times.
You came out offering an egg.
I mean, what egg would it be? Because, like, good chance if it's offering an egg, it's gonna be a human one, and that's not okay.
No.
How can you get a chicken inside of a womb?
You don't get a chicken.
You wanted an egg, so you got an egg.
You're diving too deep into this, Jay.
Well, that's what we do here.
That's
just
fair.
Get an egg.
Yeah. I mean, the only eggs you can find inside of a woman's body would be human ones.
Unless you spawned it in from your debug menu.
Okay. Fair enough.
You didn't have a debug. Did you not have a debug menu in the womb?
Actually,
I was spawning Kansas soda in there.
Okay. Spawn _ egg 1.
Fair enough.
Spawn an annihilanth, it'll be fine.
You know what? That's going to be the name of this podcast now. You've referenced it enough to be like tilde_spawn egg. Tilde _ Yeah.
It'll be tilde spawn _ podcast.
Yeah, tilde _ podcast. Fine. If one of you guys would man the YouTube channel and name that for me, that would be amazing. But not gonna happen. So.
But I'm a girl.
Well, you can control the podcasts, or
you can woman channel.
Yeah, I'm not using man as in the male gender. I'm using man as in the adjective. Well, actually a verb, but
the human race.
I was joking.
No, as a verb.
I'm well aware. It's
as a descriptive, so it's not a noun.
God, what kind of note are we on right now? Oh man, it is
Yes.
Yeah. I'm surprised we've gotten a follow, but no people in the comments yet. It's usually the first.
Nobody wants to talk.
Nobody wants to talk because they're like, what are these losers doing?
Where's my Vania?
Where's my Vania?
It's late.
I was promised Katie Vania, and I deserve Katie Vania.
I deserve to be lectured at about Castlevania for 30 minutes. Where is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to play Castle.
I don't know. I'm excited for you to play You and Me and Her love story though. I'll be honest. I want to keep strict updates on that one because I just want to feel if my reaction to it is genuine or not, or if I'm just like this is the only person who actually feels like this. With the way that one.
I mean, I want to start like Let's Playing. I could make that the first thing I do.
Yeah.
I have decided to play visual
I mean, there's not enough stuff. Well, actually, there's quite a bit. I mean, I'd be careful about that one because there's some stuff that get you demonetized.
Yeah.
Not that you'd get monetized in the first place, but you know, you might if you plan on actually showing it, then I would put warnings everywhere.
Oh yeah, warnings everywhere. Certain things are gonna have certain things are gonna have to get blurred out.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
It isn't hard.
No, it's not. I mean, it is what it is. It's just you gotta spend time doing it. Which is
we'll just have access to the unedited file.
Unedited file. Oh god, I don't want access to the unedited file. Jesus, there are some things. And it's not even like the bad psychological horror stuff. It's the normal dating sim stuff that you want to censor.
Yeah, that too. Manga turns into a box of manga.
Manga, yeah, a box of manga. Yeah. Mangoes.
Yeah, delicious.
But I don't like mangoes, so we gotta make everyone allergic. Because I don't want the mangoes.
Well, they don't want you either, so it's okay.
Finally, no one wants my mangoes. That sounds wrong, but I'll stick with it. So, yeah, I mean, that's definitely cool. I mean, I'm also excited for you to play Danganronpa, because I've been getting you to, either watch the anime or play that game for a long time now.
Yeah.
And then you can discover, I guess I can't really say it, because, it would just be not a thing.
Yeah.
I gotta be careful what I say. Shoot! Why can't you just like have these experiences before me so that way I can talk about them? Every time I want to talk about stuff with you, you're always like, well, I'm currently working on it, or I haven't done it just yet. You need to be faster, cause I got stuff I like talking about, and you don't make it easy.
I'm too slow.
Well, I guess now I have to give you a spoiler. There's a Nazi in JoJo Part 2, Battle Tendency, and he is one of the supporting members of the cast. He is a good guy.
Does he get beat to death eventually?
I don't remember. I haven't watched Battle Tendencies in a long time. I should though, cause it's that one's actually really good. Like I said, Home Alone was actually a good thing, and I actually really liked it. It was a very well thought out, unique energy source that wasn't just key or just you have superpowers. Congratulations, but I mean, apparently that's what people wanted, and that's what people got. God, you know what would be cool though? It would be cool if like eventually they were like, hey, now we have stand users, but what about Hamon stand users? Like, what? Those guys are in a class of their own. Their stands breathe in special ways to give them Hamon energy, which makes them go aura much better than regular stand.
Better than you, Jotaro. Look at you, baby.
Way better than you, Jojo.
Baby man.
Gonna cry about it, Jojo?
Cry, piss your pants, baby.
What a baby! Can't even use Hamon. Flippin' Jojo. I mean, to be fair, Jotaro's a little bit broken in his own right. Because, I mean, time stop in general is just kind of broken. Yeah. But in part 5, there's a guy who can just make time not happen. His power's called obliterating time.
Whoa. He's fast.
Actually, probably just because I was watching the anime, but like the main villain for part 5, his powers are just as confusing as Gold Experience Requiem. It is not explained in the least what is going on there. Because it's just like, well, he can skip time, obliterate time, time stop, or future predict. I don't know. Something about time.
He takes time and he puts it in a little jar and says, "This is time now. Goodbye."
Yeah, I mean that's what it feels like. I mean, at least they're like, well, now we can know if he does his thing, so let's all bite our fingers and bleed on the ground. So that way we know when he time stops. Or time skips, or whatever the fuck he does.
Now we'll learn things we never knew.
Yeah.
He puts it in a jar and gives it to his daughter. Child.
Wow, he actually does have a daughter. Way to go.
Yay.
Yeah, that's
congratulations.
all I'm saying about that, because anything more about the daughter is spoilers. Way to go, Brandon. Messing me up. Sponge Boy is making this hard on me.
I do that.
He does that sometimes.
Like not even upset with this. Like, yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know.
Look at me go.
Look at me go.
Shut up, baby. I know it.
Oh, Daddy Bender, we love you.
Okay. William, you want to say anything?
William,
I don't have anything to add to this conversation.
Well, you always have something to add to the conversation. Granted, it might not be constructive, but there's always something to add. You know,
it might not even pertain to the conversation.
Yeah, I mean, just pretend life's a point-and-click adventure. You just keep on throwing stuff until it somehow works.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just be like, well, I'll choose this dialogue option. Oh, I didn't get any new dialogue. I'll use this dialogue option. Oh, I found the secret. Now I can move on. Maybe I should show...
When I continuously do stuff like that, people find it annoying.
Well, this is the one platform where it would not be annoying. This is literally the one time where you could just throw stuff on the wall and see if it sticks. Because that is kind of half of the point of this. Do you think we're deliberately saying stuff that just makes sense? No, we're just throwing stuff everywhere. But enough of lecture the BillyStien. We'll just move on. Because I don't really want to do that at the moment. Not on the interwebs, at least.
Of course.
I'll do it later. So, just let you know. Words, things, adjectives, nouns, verbs, adverbs. Proper noun? Question mark?
Apostrophe.
Oh.
Comma, apostrophe.
I don't believe in apostrophes. How dare you?
Colon.
I'm telling my mom.
I'm telling Mom.
Oh, no. Which one? I'm telling somebody's mother.
Which mother? Wait, I have a mother? Shoot.
The second one, Earthbound.
Oh, okay.
One's pretty good.
I'm telling Earthbound.
I'm telling Earth. Okay. Make sure you don't tell Earthbound 2, though.
No, oh god. For my bookmarks, I want to read our conversation.
Here, brother.
Yeah.
Okay. Find my bookmark. Or, like, literally everything on my desk could just I don't like being organized.
What is organize?
Great.
Watch this.
It's like, hey, Dad, look what I can do.
Bass boosted noises, you go out the window.
It's very good, son. Now fix it. I can't.
Look at what I can do. I can go ora, and fix things.
And? Wish I could do that.
You just need to get hit with an arrow, and maybe you can. Hopefully you don't die.
Oh. What if
I want to get hit with an arrow.
Yeah?
Just an arrow. Nothing special
Yeah,
about
this
it.
is gonna be like our new private conversation where we're just like, what is your persona? Now we're just gonna be like, what is your stand?
We already figured out what our personas are.
I still haven't decided on what my persona is, actually.
The moon.
Well, that's your arcana. Yeah, that's not your persona.
What's the Wikipedia page again?
Yeah.
I'm reading the
funny
first
lines.
I'm reading the first Scott Pilgrim again right now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Scott Pilgrim's a good one. I like Brian Lee O'Malley.
Since I have all 6 of them now, thanks.
Have you ever read his other work? I forget the name of it. It's like this girl. Yeah, I mean, there's one that's I think is like called Lost at Sea. That's kind of good, and then he has another one like that takes place in a
Seconds.
Yeah, Seconds.
Called, like, Seconds, I think.
I
have read that one.
That's the one I was thinking about. The one that takes place in a restaurant.
Yeah, I have read that one.
Yeah, that one's good. Brian Lee O'Malley is just amazing, and that's all there is to that. Like he knows exactly what to do and how to do it, and just does it.
And a very nice art style as well.
Oh yeah, I love his art style. I've actually, when I was learning how to draw characters, like cartoonish characters, I actually drew inspiration from how he draws like his fingers tips, like being a little bit boxy, and like that's how I do my fingertips now.
Nice.
I'll make my rounded. Or sharp.
I can't.
I like doing them sharp. I don't know, because it looks better than when I do them round. Because when I do them round, they end up looking weird.
This whole song.
It's really hard to get round good. But I do my best.
Yeah, I mean
I could actually learn to play this.
It's really hard to draw 5 fingers on a human hand. Like I kid you not. When people talk about like what's the hardest thing about doing photorealism, 5 fingers. It is the hardest thing to do. Because I've done a lot of photorealism, like I've done eyeballs, I've done face, ears, mouth, foreheads, hair. Easy, like you can figure it out. Fingers are impossible. They're the worst thing that ever happened to art and photorealism. They're just absolutely not possible. Not possible.
Okay, I got to the part that I've been referencing nonstop for the last few weeks. Like, I'm offended, Kim. Wounded, even.
Oh. See, I'm a big fan of Bread Makes You Fat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Did I send you that image that
you did?
Yeah,
you did.
I want to say I did.
Yeah. I like Scott Pilgrim and I love the bread meme. Actually, my padre actually has a coin that says "bread makes you fat" on it.
That's great.
I know it is. He is a wonderful guy. Honestly, I wouldn't be as big of a nerd as I was. Well, actually, let me correct that. I would have taken a lot longer to become a big-ass nerd if it wasn't for him. Because he definitely shortcutted stuff for me. He was like, here's all the fandoms. Take your pick. And I was like, I want the one where people shoot beams at each other. And he's like, alright, well, here is the Dragon Ball.
Welcome aboard, sport.
Welcome aboard.
Would you like to watch muscly men every day of the week? And I said yes.
Can I have weird purple effeminate aliens? Got you covered.
You got it.
Yeah, actually, fun thing. I look a lot like my dad. Like a scary similarity to him. Like I know a lot of people like they have visual similarities to their parents, but I am cookie cutter like almost 100% the same exact face.
Damn.
It is so convincing that even people at his work had to do a double take and be like, "You're not that guy." I don't want to say his name, but you know, because I don't. Even though it's
Don't get doxxed.
well,
I just
I want to protect privacy of people. But like even he, like, granted, like it'll be hard to find him because he does not have an internet presence because he recently deleted his Instagram and he deleted his Twitter, Facebook, and all of his other stuff years ago because he just doesn't like social media. Yeah.
I'm probably gonna delete my Facebook, to be honest.
I've been contemplating deleting my Facebook for years, and I actually have a Twitter account that I need to delete because literally, like, I've gone back to it. Like, this was back when Twitter was a startup company, and I joined Twitter because it was a cool thing that my mother was working at. Anyways, where was? Oh yeah. So and on that Twitter page though, because it wasn't a big website and because it wasn't like that big of a deal, I literally have this long rant about me yelling at my sister about something that is totally not there in context, but it is not something I want on the internet. Like, it is literally just several tweets all the way down, just me in all caps yelling at my sister. I'll see if I can pull it up later and send you guys a screenshot because it is like just young child tantrum. It is. Yeah. It is amazing, but it's also not what I want my internet legacy to be. I don't want people to be like, search online. Oh, hey, look, there is this guy who several years ago yelled at his sister. Ain't that great?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's definitely something that you don't really want out there in general.
Yeah. I mean, granted, like, it's probably going to be there forever. Like, I imagine you can pull up the Wayback Machine and be like, oh, yep, there it is. But yeah, it is something I'd like to keep under wraps. Not that I'm trying to, like, be like, oh, no one should have access to just delete it. I mean, and then I have another Twitter that's literally, like, I made it for my YouTube, and then I never was really active on it, and then I ended up deleting all of the videos on my YouTube channel anyways, so yeah, it's literally the same level as my YouTube right now. So yeah, like, the only thing I'm really active on semi-regularly is Instagram, but now that my youngest sister now has a SIM card, and she just texts me directly instead of using Instagram's instant messaging, I may honestly consider, like, maybe doing a bit of rebranding on my Instagram. Make it more like, witching hour filler stuff. Or I might just leave it as is. I don't know. It depends if people actually care enough to want updates. But, well, we'll see. At any rate, it looks like we're approaching 1, and I feel like I need to give the floor to Starshade so that way she can provide us a healthy dose of Katie-vania.
Right. So, I'm going to tell you Dracula's real backstory, not the fake one from Lord of Shadow or whatever. Ignore that. Remember everything you learned? Get rid of it. No more. All gone.
Bad. There goes Belmondo.
So, we have to go all the way back to 1094. All the way back to Lament of Innocence, Castlevania. So Dracula was born as... What do you
No. It can't be.
He was born. No.
Control Z, Control Z!
All the Belmonts shout out in fear.
It's you know what, I'm gonna pronounce it wrong on purpose. It's Matthias Kronkvist. I don't know. It's weird.
Matthias
Kronkvist.
Kronkvista.
Here, I will copy paste it into the chat and see if
It's
you
the
can try to
letter
pronounce
Kronk.
it. Here
It's
it is.
Matthias Kronknugru.
Yeah.
Matthias
So, you know,
Kronkvist.
Yeah,
Matthias
Kronkvist. So, you know, in the mid, 11th century, he was in a night squad of boys with Leon Belmont. First one for, you know, the
Murder.
beautiful lineage that is the Whip Boys. So,
Yes,
you know,
the Whip Boys.
they're
Whipmen.
friends.
My favorite
which you wouldn't-
character.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect it, but he was actually friends with this Belmont because, you know, they were in the Night Boys together and they were doing great.
Yeah.
So, this Math Man, I'm calling him Math Man until he gets to Dracula.
Mathman for short.
Math Man marries a lady who he's in love with, and then she dies of illness, and then he becomes so despaired that he just lays in bed depressed forever. Even Leon Belmont's like, bro, get out of bed, and he's like, no.
Nah,
And-
man, it's nice
and-
here.
And Mathman was so angry at God for letting his wife die. He's like, you know what? I'm going on a faith strike against God. And he gave him up. He's like, you know what? Get out of here. So he gets this Crimson Stone, which is a treasure among vampires, and he yoinks it so he can ascend to immortality and be like, you know what? I'm not even gonna die. You won't even be able to touch me. What are you gonna do, God? Huh?
Kill you.
Unfortunately, he can't because Death was like, "Hey, you're pretty cool, and you got that cool. You got that Crimson Stone. I like that stone. I like whoever has this stone. So what's up?"
You're cool.
So Mathman, he hasn't taken the cool name yet. He can take the souls of slain vampires and add them to his own. It's like with clones, but weirder because they're not you. Eventually, after absorbing all these vampires, he becomes a vampire, but he doesn't have his cool name yet. He meets another vampire lord, finds out that he has another cool stone, but this one's the ebony stone. It's the other edgy color. And he's like, I want that one. Ugh.
Mom, I want that rock.
It was stronger than the Crimson Stone, so of course Mathman over here was like, I want that one. I want both of them. Give them here. So we killed him instantly. It was easy.
Absolutely.
So
all he had to do was spend $3.
Yep.
To buy a knife.
He really wanted that ebony stone, so he's like, how can I make him die? Vampire hunters. So he's like, hey, you should get this one lady. It'll be easy. It'll be really cool. She'll probably be really fun to torture or whatever. But that was the fiance of Leon Belmont, the first of many vampiric quests. Killed everybody. And so Leon Belmont's like, mine? That's my lady? Could you not? I'm gonna beat you to death.
That's my lady. Could you not?
So he goes to castle to defeat the guy with the ebony stone. And when he's dying, Death's like, hey yo, nice soul. Yeet. Gives the vampire soul to Mathman.
Hey yo, nice soul. Yeet.
Takes his soul, gives it to Mathman, and absorbs it, becoming the most powerful vampire. Because he's really cool.
The end.
Then he shows it to Leon. He's like, "Ayo, what's up? I'm real strong now, and I'm a vampire." And then Leon's like, "Oh, that's weird. My whip's angry at you."
Wow, that's like the entire plot to Phantom Blood right there.
My whip's growling, dude.
Yeah, because he was also like, oh hey, now I'm a vampire. Better come kill me.
So unfortunately, in all this, Leon's fiance died. So Mathman's like, "Hey, you know how your wife died? Mine died too. Do you want to be vampire bros together? Want to put our coffins 5 feet apart because we're not gay?"
6 feet apart to not spread the virus.
Yeah. Leon's like, no.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Are you actually?
No. What happened?
Just let me charge my laser minigun.
Oh.
way.
You're playing
So-
Gom.
So Mathman went to hide in foreign lands, and he continued to curse God. That's literally what it says. He just did it the whole time. Named himself
Right,
Lord of
right.
Vampires and King of the Night.
Right.
Nobody else gave him that name. He was like, I'm Lord of the Vampires. I'm King of the Night. None of you can stop me. And then it goes on. At some point during Matthias's unholy life, he built a magic castle. At some point, nobody knows when. And then he meets Elisa, who's just a woman who's like, hey, you're a vampire? Neat.
Cool, I hit that.
I'd
Yeah.
marry you. I'd marry you. And she did. And then they had their son, Adrian Fahrenheit I don't know how to pronounce that one.
Hippopotamus.
Tepes? I don't know, but they
That shall be his
Pepsi.
name.
they gave him the middle name Fahrenheit. So of course he's gonna change it to Alucard.
Yes, Son Fahrenheit.
Yeah, his
My-
name is
my child.
Adrian Fahrenheit Tepes. Really?
My child, Fahrenheit, and your best friend Celsius, and your weird deformed cousin Kelvin.
Yay!
Hopefully, Lisa,
WHF.
who was literally just like doing medicinal practices, they accused her of being a witch, captured her and crucified her. An event that her son witnessed, but was not allowed to intervene in. She was literally like, no, let him kill me. This is important. Let them kill me, otherwise they will go to the castle. And
This
then
is a bonding
eventually,
moment.
yeah,
Let
like
them kill me.
Mathman shows up and just like second wife killed, grief overbearing, it gets reset to anger because of the overflow. He went from 1 anger all the way up to 255. So he changed his name to Dracula and he's like, that's it. I'm gonna kill all the humans. It'll be easy. Watch this.
What?
Freaking watch me.
Wow,
So he's
this is a
angered
good
about-
origin story.
Yeah. So eventually you get Trevor Belmont, who's pretty cool because he's got 2 people to help him out. And he's got Sifa Belnades, who's got magic, and Alucard, who's like, oh, my father sucks. Let's kill him. You guys want? Who wants to kill my dad?
Yo, my father sucks. Let's kill him.
Beat him to death. So of course they try. And then they thought, for the first time in hundreds of years, the immortal Dracula was at last dead, though his scheme to decimate humanity had not ended. With his final breath, he uttered a curse that left the land to rot while poisoning the minds of its inhabitants, who pillaged and scourged it without remorse. So he just cursed the land. And then Death's like, you know what? I liked Dracula. Let's resurrect him. That sounds pretty cool. So he goes to Hector, who was an old friend of Dracula.
Mine.
He was like, yo, you wanna be the vessel? And he's like, that sounds neat. Let's do that.
I'm the second coming of Dracula now. Thank you.
But it doesn't work. Sends Death and Dracula back to the grave. And that also gets rid of that weird curse that was poisoning the land or whatever. Then a century later, Dracula rose again, 1576. This was Castlevania the Adventure and Castlevania 2.
Second one.
It was this time that Dracula's 100-year regeneration cycle was thought up.
Oh.
Due to the power of Christ weakening every 100 years, men's heart grow black with chaos. That's the reason. So,
I get it. I don't actually, but yeah, I do.
I get it, I think.
So he leads a crusade. Like, it's an anti-crusade, of course, because he's Dracula. So he's like, let's kill Transylvania. I don't know why, but he does. He's like, let's defeat the Belmont clan, get their whip, and keep it from them. He was invaded by Christopher Belmont. Who is this man? I don't know.
Why is he here? I don't know.
Christopher thinks he killed Dracula, but Dracula just turned into mist and said goodbye, and he went out the window. 15 years later, he influences his son, Solile Belmont?
Saliva.
Saliva Belmont.
Saliva Belmont.
While he was stuck being a mist. And then he you plan on taking that little vampire hunter to make him kill people? And then Christopher Belmont shows up and says no and kills Dracula. But not really. He comes back eventually. Then we get to Castlevania 1. Dracula rose on Easter night, which is
That's
I don't think the Christians will like that.
I want.
Because his followers went to a monastery and was like, hey, watch this. Simon Belmont shows up and says, die, monster. Wait, that's the wrong guy.
Oh,
wait, that's the wrong guy.
everyone just says die monster now.
Dracula was defeated by Simon
Monster.
Belmont, but
Wait,
not
which
without
one are
dealing
you?
a critical blow to Simon's back and casting a curse on him. Left a curse, and then even though he was dead, he left Transylvania to die and Simon Belmont to have terrible nights to have curses. The only way to expel his curse is to collect his remains and, make him dust.
Make him.
So Simon Belmont's like limping around the place. He's got this back injury. His legs go numb sometimes. He gets these nights where the text box appears and says it's a terrible night to have a curse. It gets annoying.
You gotta wipe.
Fair enough. Being told that it's a terrible night to have a curse is kind of annoying, especially when it's every night.
You know you have a curse and you know it's a terrible night. You want to kill Dracula, but you can't find his fang.
Yeah, I mean, what a terrible night.
Have a curse.
So Dracula appears from his own fang and was like, "What's up? I'm gonna kill you." Yeah, but then Simon killed him and saves himself from the curse. It was so easy.
Just follow these 3 simple steps.
And then
Step 1,
Dracula
give me
gets,
all of your credit card information.
Dracula gets risen from the grave because some idiot vampire hunter whose last name is not Belmont tried to get his remains so he could, I don't know, grind them into dust. I don't know what he was thinking.
Or something.
He got all the pieces of Dracula. Got all the pieces, but then Dracula's body parts was like, hey, watch this. And he possessed his body. Why? Because Dracula's just, let's get back in there. For some reason. I don't know.
I feel like they should have used Wikipedia, the free online encyclopedia, that anyone could edit.
They should have. But then because Dracula was partially brought back in the world by possessing this man's mind, the castle, which is actually called Castlevania, reappeared. That's why it's called Castlevania.
Wow,
that's the name of the castle.
That's worse than Cityvania.
Yes.
Why can't we just go to Villagevania?
Villagevania. I don't want to be here anymore. I want to go to Villagevania.
Villagevania. Oh my god, we're only 14 minutes in. How do you fit so much information into 4
Can we go to Forestvania?
Yeah, no, this is so much dense information.
It's only been 14 minutes.
I don't think
only in 1748, guys.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever known so much about Castlevania lore until I've met you. It is, jeez.
Eventually, I'll run out of Castlevania knowledge. I'll have to switch games.
We'll have to switch games, but we'll still call the segment Katyvania. So, yeah.
It'll probably be Kirby.
Kirby. There's a lot of Kirby lore.
It's just KT.
So Death's like, ayo, you know the guy who you're possessing? He likes this girl. If he drinks this girl's blood, he will become super strong and stuff. But then the Belmont appears and he's like, yo, these are my friends, can you not? And Dracula's like, no, I'm being banished. Moving on. We're in 1792. Rondo of Blood. The Die Monster. Wait, no, that's not this one. It's got Richter Belmont with short hair. Worst kind. I like the one with long hair.
That's even worse than Beldardo, or whatever his name was.
Belmont.
Squidwardo?
Belmondo. Yeah, God, I'm sorry, I'm messing up the names, but I just remember the Wii game having terrible names. That's all I remember from that conversation, by the way, or that segment. It's just they have all terrible names. Like someone is named something or other, and it's just bad.
Oh yes, Trevor Belmont. His name is now Ralph Belmondo.
Of course, it's a good name.
So Dracula gets revived again, every 100 years, 1792, 100 years after his defeat by Simon Belmont. He was brought back by the zealous dark priest Shaft and his congregation, who sacrificed a maiden because, that was easy. They kidnapped young women from a village, one being Annette, girlfriend of Richter Belmont, who's like, no? Prepare to die, monster.
No?
The
No?
Count liked her and was like, hey, you're pretty cool and pretty. You want immortality? She's like, no, I'd rather die.
You're pretty
He's
and
like,
pretty cool.
and they put her in a cell, and Richter's like, here, I opened it. You can leave now. How's that? And that's also where we meet Maria. She's pretty good. She throws birds.
Nice.
How do you throw? Well, why does she throw birds?
That's her attacking animation.
That's
Richter
stupid.
saves all the ladies because he hates Dracula. He's like, you can have no ladies.
Because Richter's good with the ladies.
Saved all the maidens. Slew Shaft. Why did they name him Shaft? I'd hate it. Hate it.
Blue?
Yeah, slew. That's the word they used in this Wikipedia.
Ew.
Yeah, slew Shaft and defeated the Count. And the Dracula's like, wow, this never-ending feud with the Belmonts is actually pretty funny. I'm gonna return in 100 years. But goodbye. What? What?
I'm already on Scott Pilgrim Part 2, by the way.
Ooh.
Anyways,
Dracula's like, hey, I'm just gonna come back anyway. And whether I want to or not, do you think I could actually be evil? Richter's like, yeah, humans are evil, but you suck anyway. Whatever. And then he returned it 5 years later instead of 100 because Shaft's ghost was like, revive him, it'll be funny, watch this. Whee! So Alucard's like, oh, dear lord, fine, I'll get up.
I'm gonna be right back.
And then he never came back again.
I'll be right back.
Alucard shows up to the family reunion, says his father's a racist. Dracula's a little confused.
I mean, he's confused. I'm confused. I don't even know what's going on anymore.
Yeah, I can barely keep this I'm trying. 5 years after Richter's like, no, Dracula, you kind of suck. And he's like, oh, well, whatever. 5 years later, Shaft's ghost decides, we're gonna get up early. And Alucard's like, why did you make him get up early? That's it. I'm going to see Dad. I'm gonna ask for child support. He didn't do child support my entire life. Dracula's like, the humans suck. Why don't we kill them all? And Alucard's like, humans suck. Why don't we kill them all? They killed your mother. And he's like, Mom didn't let me kill the humans. Like, she was literally like, no, it's fine. Just let it happen. Otherwise, they'll show up at the house. And your father gets testy when people show up at the house.
Do you know how hard it is to get rid of a human infestation in your house?
You gotta kill all the humans.
You lay traps forever, but they never fall for it.
Hey, sexy lady, you wanna kill all humans?
Alucard's like, I will not allow you to plague mankind. And then they start beating each other to death. But since Dracula's resurrection was only 5 years in the making, he is instantly defeated. At the end of the battle, Dracula's like, Alucard, tell me what your mother's final words were. Do not hate humans, Alucard says. And Dracula's like, dang, a terrible man. Like, this is the first time in hundreds of years that he's regretful for what he's done. Then he fades away to death. And then he rises again sometimes in the 1800s. After 1797, the Belmont clan faded away. And other people were like, we should probably hold back Dracula while there's no Belmonts. We don't want to...
Oh, these overpowered godmen that are able to slay this terrible vampire, we should maybe feel the role now that they're gone. Maybe slightly.
It was the Order of Ecclesia. It's where you play as a pretty lady.
Oh,
Mhm.
nice.
Beat Dracula to death with your bare hands.
Because apparently the Belmonts are all men.
Yeah,
Yep.
I haven't. Unfortunately, I haven't seen any female Belmonts wielding the whip, but maybe we'll get there.
That'd be
If they
cool.
ever make any more. She can't destroy Dracula, but she's able to defeat Dracula using his own power, sending him to the sleepy resurrection zone.
Hi, I'm back.
The beginning of this one is Dracula gets resurrected by unknown means, only to get killed by a distant relative of the Belmont clan in 1897. By the way, the time frame for these next games is 1917 to 1944 World War.
Hmm.
Just during that time, Dracula was there doing stuff, I guess.
Dracula fought in the war? Neat. That's it.
I wish he did. So Dracula's like, hey, that's a pretty cool war. Glad I instigated it. That was pretty cool. So these two boys, John Morris and Eric Lacard, are like, we should kill. They kill Queen. They kill Elizabeth Bartley, Dracula's niece, and her accomplice Drolta and Dracula. Even though Dracula is slain, one of the people die because apparently wielding the whip requires you to be a Belmont. Otherwise, it kills you.
Hmm.
Apparently.
Apparently.
Is this? I don't know. We'll look it up later. So in 1944, he gets resurrected by another vampire. During World War II, this girl, Bronner. Yeah, this dude, Bronner. He looks. He. Like. Stereotypical vampire you think of when you're not thinking of hot. You're thinking of the weird ones. So, this man, Bronner. Hold on. He's just freaking out. I'm losing the spot. So this guy loses his daughters to the war. The first one, anyway. And he's like, you know what? Humans suck. Let's kill them all. It'll be fun, Dracula. And like, yeah, that sounds really cool. Dracula does, because, he likes killing humans, even though he felt regret for it a long time ago, but they forgot it. Bronner, after Castlevania appears, immediately seals Dracula away. He's like, haha, sucker, I just wanted your house. Squatters' rights, baby.
Squatters' rights.
So,
Yeah.
son of John Morris, the guy that killed himself wielding the vampire killer, appears and has a friend named Charlotte who does magic. They go to kill Bronner. They defeat Bronner. But he doesn't get killed by them. Oh no, no, no. Death appears and is like, yoink! Another soul. This is mine now. So when Dracula rises up, Death's like, hey yo, what's up? I got this cool thing for you. You get into a very, very interesting 2v2 duel with Dracula and Death that I don't think anyone else has. Not anyone else. Any other game has done before. Like, you always fight Death, like, 3 rooms before. So you never do this cool, very neat thing where, you fight them both. And then
Nice.
they defeat him because it's easy.
I just got to the bread makes you fat part.
Thank you for telling me. Anyways, where were we at with Katie-Vania?
Yeah.
Dracula gets defeated again.
Okay.
But then the sunlight comes through the window and vaporizes him.
Alright.
but he is not fully dead because in 1999 he's his final resurrection.
Not
He
dead.
rose,
I think
he
I'm
rose
getting
one last
better.
time. He began a vicious campaign to destroy all of mankind. He conducted a war similar to the one from 1476. You know, the one where he's raiding Transylvania. He's defeated by Julius Belmont, Alucard of Belnades, military forces and other allies, and his bodily remains were decimated. And then a ceremony was conducted to seal his powers and castle inside a solar eclipse. Not the moon, not the sun, the eclipse.
I
And it would
mean,
end his.
then he's just being sealed in both the sun and the moon.
Yeah. And to split it up so it's harder to get out.
This ends his regeneration cycle and his tie with Chaos, which is an actual entity in the game that you fight and kill
Mm-hmm.
to become the best reincarnation of Dracula that you can as Soma Cruz. But that's a different. That's in 2035. We're not there. I'm not gonna go there.
We're just talking about Dracula, not Soma.
So he finally is killed in 1999, right before Y2K. He didn't have to experience it. He didn't have a computer anyway.
I mean,
Even
he was
though
gonna
the-
kill all humans anyway.
Yeah, he was gonna defeat all the humans so that their computers didn't do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
So so Mathman Kronkvist is finally dead, but then the Dracula spirit gets reincarnated into a teenage boy.
Who is Soma? I'm guessing.
Soma Cruz.
Alright.
Oh.
I think that's where we should leave it off for now.
Oh no,
Yeah.
Dracula.
Yeah,
So-
I
Oh.
condensed his entire timeline into like less than 30 minutes.
Yeah, that made my brain hurt, by the way.
Yeah, same.
I have no idea what just happened. I don't even remember these 30 minutes. Like, it is... You obliterated my time. You took all my time in a jar and just be like, this is mine now.
Wasn't
Well,
that
yeah.
isn't that what the podcast is about?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Good
So if
job.
anything, Katie's doing the best job out of all of us.
Yes.
We
I
should
mean-
give her a raise.
Give her a raise.
Alright, Starshade gets a raise. You go from being paid
yeah.
nothing to being paid with gratitude.
You get paid an extra 10% nothing.
You get paid gratitude crystals. Save up enough of these, and you can 100% Skyward Sword.
Also, you get nothing benefits now.
Yeah. We don't have benefits, but
You have dental.
do we have
We
dental?
have you get the concept of benefits.
You get the concept of benefits? You go from having no benefits to having a concept of benefits.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You get an understanding of them.
Katie
but
gets
you
brain
do not
power.
get them.
So during that, I guess it doesn't help that entire time I was also reading Stone Ocean. So
Yeah. And I've
Do
been
you
reading
remember
Scott
anything from
Pilgrim,
Stone
so
Ocean?
Stone Ocean. What was that?
Do you remember anything from what you were reading?
No, I remember I kept on having to stop reading and like listen to you for a couple seconds. I just started where Jolene meets her father Jotaro, and while she's in the jails, and then they're being attacked by some person whose stand for some reason is a drone.
Fair.
Yeah,
best stand.
the best
That
stand.
can't actually stand.
Yeah.
But then stand.
I mean, to be honest, Jolene's stand can't stand either. It's literally just string.
Ah.
A lot of
Dang.
stands don't really stand. I mean, let's not forget Hermit Purple, which is literally just purple vines. Not even good vines. They're just vines that get attached to a camera, and then you break the camera, and then it prints out a picture of whatever it wants. I mean, I'm still gonna hold on to the fact that Hermit Purple's like one of the weirder stands in the JoJo series, and there's a stand that literally just uses comics, like comic words, comic onomatopoeias for its attacks.
Yeah.
I was like trying to remember the word. Yeah, like
ow, bang, chop, Marty.
yeah, and like the sound effects actually do stuff. That's another guy whose like power just like became something completely different because his final form of his stand literally just does gravity wave, and like that's it. It's like comic words. What's that? I gravity.
Huh? Gravity. Scary.
Yeah, weighing down your hand. Now it weighs nothing. Now it weighs 5 pounds. Just 5 pounds. Not the unit of measurement. The money. It's worth 5 pounds now. Congrats.
Did I win?
Is that a JoJo reference?
Is it JoJo Circus?
JoJo Also, another thing I do love about the JoJo series is how they managed to make every single person have the nickname JoJo from the Joestar family line.
Yeah.
Everyone's first name must start with J-O.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even Jolene. And her last name is literally Cujo. So if you wanted a female JoJo, there you go. Stone Ocean.
There you go. You don't even need the rule 40. Was it like 43 or something like that?
I think it's rule 63.
63, yeah.
Would you like to know what
It's already been
Castlevania
done.
game would be?
No, thank you. I'm done with Castlevania for today.
Yeah, I'm good.
Just give me your birthday.
No. I refuse.
Give it to me.
I refuse. I don't want any more about Castlevania. I want to go outside and play.
There was month, day, year.
I mean...
Do you need mommy's credit card number 2?
No, I just need the month and the day.
Okay. September 8th, 1998.
September 28th?
September 8th.
So, your minuet of depression.
Minuet of Depression, alright.
Yeah.
October 18th.
Congregation of the Night.
That's stupid.
William, tell it to me. William, I swear. I'll throw you into the fire.
Tell her
Give
the
me
month.
birthday.
Yeah, month and day.
So she can give you your Castlevania thing or whatever.
Okay. Why does Katie need my birth date?
So she can tell you what Castlevania.
You would know.
Yeah, if you were paying attention. She's giving you your Castlevania game.
Like mine's Twilight of Gloom.
Minuet of Depression, apparently.
Yeah.
Got mine?
Conga of the Night or something.
Conga.
Congregation of the Night.
I like Conga of the Night better.
So, Bill.
Yeah.
Yes. Here's his polyphony of Broken Bones. Here you go. You are now a game.
Congratulations. Oh man, so that was time and a half. I'm still lamenting on the fact that I'm never getting that time back. It was.
You're
Hey
welcome.
man, we do.
I don't think I cared too much about like what it was that was being covered. I just think it was like too dense. It was
Yeah, I could
very
feel that too.
yeah. It was very dense information. You're gonna scare away all the nice people at home. They're gonna be like, oh, I like these people, but that Katie Vania segment too dense. It hurts my brain.
I'll find smaller segments.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, like I mean, I'm not gonna tell you how to do your thing, but just kind of like expand upon it, maybe. Just kind of make it more colorful. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not your boss. You figure it
It's
out.
over so McCruise. He has less games.
He has less games. Okay.
He's only got 2 of them.
Yeah, just make sure it fills the segment, or else you lose your segment. This is
I'll
one
make
boss
it
thing I will
fill.
tell you. Make it fill. All right.
Don't worry.
Gosh. I don't know how I feel right now. I'm still kind of a little bit out of it, but
That's fair.
yeah, I don't. I think I'm just kind of at a point where I'm like, I got JoJo on the brain, so I'm just like, aha, you haven't figured out what my superpower is. Tells you my extra weakness that you didn't know about.
Oh god.
What was that?
Hmm?
What was that, Billiam?
Want to talk about Pokemans?
I think the ship has sailed for Pokemans, but go ahead.
I just want to talk about Pokemans.
I literally just gave you the platform to talk about
What
Pokemans.
did you want to talk about Pokemans?
I literally
You're the
want
one that
nothing.
brought it up, so you're the one that starts it.
I don't know what you guys do. I don't want you all to get mad.
William, we talk about.
William, just talk about Pokemans if you want to talk about Pokemans.
Favorite Pokemon?
So
Why?
best Pokemon movie, Destiny Deoxys.
I don't.
Favorite Pokemon?
I'm retired from Pokemon, so I don't know what's going on anymore.
Destiny Deoxys best movie.
No, you're not listening.
My favorite Pokemon is Guy Fieri.
He is great. I like how. I like how his previous evolution is. I forget the name of him actually.
Flavor Town.
Well, that's his special move.
Yeah.
No, that's like a special stadium arena.
Oh shoot! You're not doing a Naruto reference. Shoot.
No, I'm doing a Guy Ferrari.
I don't know who Guy Fieri is. So the only thing that comes in my head is Guy from Naruto.
Believe it.
Yeah.
Ooh, which character from Naruto? No,
Guy.
I like my favorite Naruto character is Kakashi.
I've never seen.
Yeah.
I never watched Naruto.
There's literally a character named Guy, and he's a master of taijutsu.
Yeah.
And he has pupil. I think his name is Lee, and he is also a master of taijutsu. So much so that he accessed too many gates, and then he died or something. Yeah, I mean, I have spoilers for anyone who hasn't gone any further than the Chunin exam.
Just play the game.
Just play the games. Yeah.
Yeah, play the GBA game.
Yeah, trust me, there's a Deoxys and a Charizard.
Dude, Charizard.
Too many of them. Kill them all.
Here's the question: Charizard X or Charizard Y?
None. Blastoise.
I like Charizard X.
That's not part of the question.
I like the black and blue.
All right, William.
Okay.
Charizard X or Charizard Y? No, you're not.
Your name is Sponge.
Fine, Charizard X because Dragon type.
I don't remember.
They're both Dragon type.
Like.
I'll find a picture.
They?
No,
yes.
I literally just looked it up.
Well, actually, I don't know. I'm just saying that. I'm pretty sure.
You liar! Mega Charizard Y is a fire flying type.
I don't flippin' know. I told you I'm
X,
retired from Pokemon.
and X is a flying fire type. They're different.
Oh. No.
I like the black and blue one because he's cool.
Yeah.
Sex.
My reason he looks cooler.
I guess.
That's my
I guess
reason,
we're
too, don't
all.
worry about it.
I guess we're all Mega Charizard X people then. All right.
Yeah.
But why? Look
Best
at him, he's
Pokemon.
lame.
Man, everyone's boring.
Best.
They just got some scissors on part of his wings. It's like clip, 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 clip. Okay, you Mega Evolve.
Shout out to the best Pokemon, Vanilla Ice, keeping it cool.
Keeping it 1963.
Oh man, I love how you knew that reference.
Blow, 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 blow.
Yeah.
Best Pokemon is
Litwick.
Probopass.
Probopass. Keeping it
Probopass.
All of the ghost Pokemon are valid.
Unintended philosophy.
Yeah, I mean, other than that, like,
Catch up on my path.
other than that, I literally don't have much else to say in the ways of Pokemon because it's a series that is just not good anymore.
I wanted to talk about Destiny Deoxys. Like,
I've never seen the
It is-
movie.
you
It's a
should
very
start
good
with
movie.
Destiny Deoxys.
I didn't say I didn't watch the movies. I just said I didn't watch that one, and I'm probably not because I have no desire to watch
Well,
Pokemon movies.
I will
Pretty good
buy it
movie.
for you.
William, he doesn't want to watch it. Stop forcing it down.
Yeah,
I'll
like
ask
when you
you
said
to
you
watch
weren't
it.
gonna watch JoJo, like I just told you, like I was like, okay, I'd like to know why, but I'm not gonna continue that conversation. Like that's all that really
Yeah.
needs to be said. Like if I really wanted to watch it, I'll go out and watch it. I am a pirate. I will pirate my stuff.
Yarg.
Yarg.
It'll let me finish.
Well, go ahead,
R.
finish.
Pirate go R.
Buy it for you and politely ask you to watch it.
I have no desire to watch a Pokemon movie.
If
I don't really
anybody
want to either.
to chat,
Alright, let's
starts
tell
with
you the plot.
Pokemons.
So a meteorite hits the Arctic.
Child,
That's it.
No,
moving
no.
over.
Meteorite hits the Arctic. There's an alien virus inside. So the meteorite's like, "Hey, look, we're a Pokemon now." And the meteorite's like, "Huh? Now I'm Deoxys." And it's like, "Where'd my friend go? Oh, there it is. It didn't morph. You should morph." And then Rayquaza dives down from the ozone layer because he's like, "Hey, what the?"
Okay, I know why this is your favorite movie now.
Quake comes
Babe.
out like, hey. No,
Comes out from the
no,
ozone.
it's just a good movie too.
It comes down from the ozone because somebody touched his house, and he's about to kill anybody who touches his house.
Like,
He starts fighting the Deoxyses, blasts the one that's still alive, which scares all the other Pokemon, which they stampede around a child, scarring him for life, whatever, move on.
Whatever, this child doesn't matter.
let's not go into a full summary on the whole movie there. But I mean, here's my thing, William. I'll tell you right here. Pokemon movies are genuinely not interesting to me, and especially since like I've divorced myself from the Pokemon series, it is not anything I have any plans to watch like, ever. If I get back into Pokemon, like I might consider watching it, but it's not it wouldn't be an enjoyable experience for me at the moment if I was to go out and watch it. It would be more painful than enjoyable.
That's fair. I don't really like a lot. I definitely won't say I have divorced myself or even exiled, but I have definitely heavily distanced myself from a lot of Pokemon stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with like the Pokemon anime and stuff. Like, I definitely there was a time where I did enjoy it, and I did watch the movies and whatnot, and I did have fun doing that. But it is, I don't want to say like I'm past that point in my life. I'd say more of like my interest in Pokemon is just not existent anymore.
I will still watch the Kanto and Johto series because that was the one I was super nostalgic for. That and
Yeah.
the third gen series as well. It's pretty much the first 3 gens.
Yeah.
And then I will still play games from the first 3 gens.
I mean, I started on Diamond and Pearl, and I think I've said this before. Like, my first game was Diamond, so my first introduction to the anime series was on the Diamond series. I don't know, the Sinnoh region. So yeah.
Mine was Leaf Green.
Mine was Sapphire.
And then Yellow, which is amazing because Yellow came out the day, month, and year I was born.
Oh no! Now people know when you were born.
Oh yay! I'm gonna get dogs.
Well, he already said his birthday earlier.
Yeah,
By the way, my social security number is existent.
Yeah, my social security number
69.
is 5555 5555555.
Mine's 1-900-490 freak.
Mine is 1-800-988-2300 Empire today.
No, dang you! Took it. I wanted to do that.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Hey,
Tomorrow.
I'm gonna play out.
Yesterday.
We're close.
Empire yesterday.
We strike first. And we're on reverse. Alright, cool.
Emilio on my copy poster. Where is it?
And now I'm on Scott Pilgrim number 3 already.
Nice. I enjoy the fact that you're able to split your focus between reading a comic and holding a conversation. I am not able to do that. The moment
It's also just because I've read these over and over and over again.
That's also fair. I think I could probably do that too. But if it, new stuff.
Oh yeah, no. If I was trying to read a book I had just got, like Smash, Green Day of the Offspring, Bad Religion, No Effects, the 90s punk explosion, I would just be dead silent, and I would honestly probably just have Green Day or Bad Religion playing while I'm reading it.
Fair enough.
So yeah, but since I've read this like over and over again, there's a lot less cognitive processing that needs to go on, so it's more so just second nature to like read through it.
You just need to read the words, not understand what's going on.
Yeah.
Because you already understand what's going on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, that's 100% fair. And William, I do feel sorry for like shooting down the conversation that you wanted to have. I'm just saying, like, I don't think any of us have anything to really say about that movie besides you. So
it's a good movie.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, if you guys want to watch it and tell me I should watch it, then I guess I will. But for now, I don't have any plans to watch that movie.
Yeah. It's fair. Oh god. This part in the book was awkward.
Yeah. That being said, if there's anything else you want to say specifically about the movie, like, say it now.
Generation 4 was a good generation.
That has nothing to do with the movie.
Well, it was Gen 4, and
it kind of. I'll defend him on that. It vaguely does.
I'm pretty sure.
It's
Gen 3.
I like the end.
I'm pretty sure.
It was.
Yakuza and Rayquaza are Generation 3. They had May and everything.
Yeah, I was about to say.
So I was right, Hunter. Right to me.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, now that like Katie has actually gone through and read like the beginning script to it, I think I do remember watching the Oxus movie, but it is very vague in the back of my brain.
The last one I remember watching was the Darkrai one.
Was it good movie?
Yeah, the last one I remember is the big yellow one's the sun.
I also remember the
You remember?
I don't remember. Never mind.
You remember the Arceus movie where he talked for some reason and they killed him? They killed him. They killed God.
You can't kill God.
Yes, you
They
can.
drowned him in mercury. It was easy.
What does a God do a non-believer?
god, dude, a guy
I
with
think
a
the
room
ones
of
that are more
mercury.
prevalent in my memory are the Manaphy movie and the God, there's another one that I remember, but I don't. Jirachi. I think there was maybe not a Jirachi movie, but like there was some part of the anime that had to do with Jirachi.
What's a Jirachi?
Yeah, I mean, I think there was also a Celebi movie, but I don't remember.
Yeah, there was.
There was.
Yeah.
Celebi died, and all the other past Celebis had to come resurrected.
Do all these movies have to deal with just introducing a legendary and then the legendary dies?
Pretty much.
Not the first Mewtwo movie. Ash
Dies
instead.
in that one.
Yeah.
It's like, congratulations, Dragon is dead.
Wow.
I mean, Ash keeps dying a lot. He keeps doing that. He keeps going up to
I'm
the
starting to
gods
get
and going,
the
"Can you
impression
stop?"
that
And
these
they
movies
start-
are very cookie cutter.
They are.
Oh yeah, they totally are.
They're just to introduce the masses to the legendaries because they keep thinking that people that play their games are all small children who are like, I don't understand what this Pokemon is for.
I don't understand this Pokemon. What does it do?
What's
And
this
then-
white dragon that N keeps trying to make him go away?
And then James and
Where's
Jess are
my
like, "We're gonna
blue-eyes
get
white
that
dragon?"
Pokemon." And then James and Jess are like, we're gonna get that Pokemon. Meow, that's right. Shut up, guys. And then they get yeeted, and then that's the end.
And then
That's
they
the
say they're hitching off again.
Here we go. Fly through the air.
Here we go. We're gonna get our own rocket ship
We
with
go way
blackjack
now.
and hookers.
I'm gonna wreck it.
I'm gonna rock it. Yeah. So that's my experience with any Pokemon media right there in a nutshell.
Yeah. Now I've got it.
Does
Now
that
I've got a
say
shock in my belly.
yeah, does that say your Pokemon need designers to talk about Pokemon?
Yes, I'm satiated with Pokemon.
Okay. I mean, hey, that's the first time you actually brought up a topic and actually followed through on it for a while, so I will congratulate you on that one. You are improving. Just whenever we shoot you down on stuff, don't be afraid to be like, hey, I do have other things to say besides just the name of the movie. Like, you can say more things. You're not just limited to 2 words. So,
Future reference, William. I will talk.
yeah, if you don't, Starshade will talk about it for at least 30 minutes. Heck, she might even go through and give you a condensed version of the entire thing's lore.
Yeah, I'm kind of scared how much fucking information. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I still can't get over that. My brain still hurts. Like, I'm like, what did I even listen to?
Your brain hurts. I had to skim the Wikipedia and take out information.
Yeah, you did it quick, too. Holy crap, that would have probably taken me like 6 days to go through all the games.
I mean, did you like seriously like write a script for yourself, or did you just read it off the wiki?
No, that was all. That was just me going through the wiki, finding the most interesting parts I could.
Wow, that was all
That
ad-libbed, and I couldn't even tell.
That's
Really?
super impressive.
That is an ability right there. I mean,
Oh, yeah,
if-
that's
you can
amazing.
if you can put more emotion in that, then you could be an amazing voice actor. Like, jeez. Because you already got the part where like you're just reading stuff as you're saying it.
Well, yeah, I developed that in like when I first started reading. Like, I learned how to read as I learned how to talk as I was reading.
I can't do that. Like that is not an ability I
I
have.
I do stutter, but that's why I was ad-libbing some parts, and I was reading some parts where I found the phrasing to be funny.
I just lost it because I got to the part in Scott Pilgrim 3. Like, Ramona, I love you, I'll love you forever, and I have dipping sauce for you. I'll be your dipping sauce, bitch.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, the only real thing I ever learned as far as reading skills is when I'm live reading and putting emotion into words. Because I always hated when people called on, like, teachers called on people to read stuff in school, and then they would read it, and it was just like this flattest, monotone voice.
Oh yeah,
Alright, can you
I got that
read
too.
this page?
Like, Which is why when we did Romeo and Juliet and 8th grade, people wanted me to do it the entire time because I would actually put emotion into it.
Yeah.
It's the actual emotion that the actors are supposed to be feeling. They're like, please put her up there, and I'm like, no, I want to die.
Like the dog could go.
Did you actually read Romeo and Juliet? Like, yeah. What character did you read?
For one scene, I was Juliet, and I wanted to kill.
Fair enough.
So, now.
Yeah, like I did the whole thing.
Oh, nice.
Bird go squeak.
It was. It was the one where she and Romeo are monologuing to each other about how they love each other, and I'm like, I want to throw myself out a window.
These are not words I ever want to say. Yay!
Now I die.
Down I go.
Yeah. I'm still a little surprised we haven't gotten a single person to type in chat. But it's okay.
Everyone's sleep.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those days where you don't want to wake up. Everything sucks. You don't really know why, but you want to justify.
Rip my soul off!
The world is a game.
Oh my gosh, Limp Bizkit is definitely a guilty pleasure. I don't like that I like them.
Bizkit is existent, to say the least.
Yeah, I mean, like, I know a lot of people don't like them. I included don't like them, but I more hate that I hate that I like them at the same time. I don't know, that's confusing to say, but you get what I'm trying to say. It is.
Make no sense.
I made no sense. Alright.
I've heard Fred Durst is a really nice.
Yeah. Which is nice. I mean, I hope
Honestly,
anyone who ends up under Spotlight is just like a really chill person just underneath. Because like that sucks to be like, hey, I am totally not a chill, cool person. I am actually a raging asshole. Like, I hate hearing that about, like, any celebrity, because hearing about that about celebrities is not, like, these are the people that people look up to. We do not need more assholes in the world. We don't need more other people who are bad.
Alec Baldwin is apparently, like, one of the douchiest of all the celebrities out there.
Alec Baldwin. Who's Alec Baldwin again?
He was the. Do you ever see the live action Cat in the Hat movie?
Yes.
Or hear of it? He was the villain. I don't blame you. It's terrible.
I don't remember anything about that movie.
It's so bad, it's good.
It's I'll give it that.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Cat in the Hat comes into meme culture every now and again. I know it's a very not super meme, but it is a slight meme.
That movie is why there will never be another live action Dr. Seuss movie, because his widow saw it and hated it so much.
Oh yeah, no, that is 100% a thing to take away from that. I don't think I could look at that and be like, oh hey, I feel good about the movies I'm making. Let's continue making these live action films after that. Yeah.
I think it's just a bit of a shame though, because how amazing the Grinch movie was.
Yeah, I mean, you're a mean one.
I mean, a lot of the during production stuff was really bad, like Jim Carrey pulling a Heath Ledger and becoming the character he became.
Yeah,
he was acting as that's kind of bad.
I think when it comes down to Dr. Seuss movies anyways, I feel like they should be animated because I just feel like that fits Dr. Seuss's writing style much better than live action anyways.
Absolutely.
I mean, I feel like, like, don't get me wrong, there's definitely things where, like, live action stuff is definitely better than animated, but there's a lot of times where people will make live action movies for stuff, and it is like, why did you do that? This would have actually been a good animated project.
Yeah.
Or there already exists an animated project that is actually good, and you have just stomped on everything that was ever good about it.
Yeah.
So how does that make you feel?
That makes you feel, loser. I have a good live action movie. You don't.
Sonic bullies all the others live action movies.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah.
That was a fun sale from beginning to end here. I don't think. I mean, I feel as bad because I wasn't very lucid. I feel like time is just kind of skipped forward here. Like to be honest, Katie Vania didn't help that. I'm like, that's gonna take a night to recover from. So way to go.
Yeah.
You broke
Thankfully,
brain.
we didn't have that night.
Yeah, I mean, what a terrible night to have a curse now.
Oops.
Yeah.
What if I was Dracula and I cursed everybody?
Yeah. Let's workshop that on the future. Meanwhile, I have a bloody nose, so that's nice. But you know what they say: the show must go on.
What a terrible night to have a curse.
Yeah.
What a terrible night to have a blood.
I mean, it's just getting just hot enough so that way my very sensitive sinuses are, sensitive. So there's that. Oh yeah, no, it is starting to come out real bad. All right.
That's a good place to stop.
I think this is a place to stop, both because I don't think we have much else to say, and also because I am bleeding out. So please tune in next time, Thursday morning, and we'll join us again for another witching hour. Otherwise, if I die, please do not berate anybody. My death is my own fault. I will just mop up a floor of my own blood, and Brandon will just have to live with that when he comes moves up here. So, yeah.
Terrible night to be cursed.
Yeah, I actually don't want to leave the apartment to you in this situation, but yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
It's fair.
Well, not just because of the blood thing, because this place really is a pigsty at the moment, and like I need to clean it.
I mean, I could fix that. I could fix that when I get there.
Oh yeah, having another human being would be nice because it would force me to not be a gigantic pig.
Yeah, it incentivizes it.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So join us once again for another witching hour once you get the chance, and we'll